Hola amigos, ¿cómo están? Manguancho here. I'm at home right now. After I dropped off a friend in Newark, I drove back all the way from Newark to uh, to Carlstadt on the back roads, hitting Pokestops, catching Pokemon once in a while. Stopping the car obviously to catch them, and when suddenly I got a call from my girlfriend, and she said, have you seen this new feature that came out? I guess she meant that there's a new build, and uh, without realizing, I guess my Pokemon or game was updated to build 35. Okay, and I saw that feature that she was mentioning. It was called the appraisal feature. It allows you to basically give you a general idea of what you have, uh, as far as you know how good your Pokemon is in terms of battling. Uh, and that works well if you don't if you're not into the numbers here, if you don't care about the what the CP means, what the HP means, the different moves that the Pokemon has, the weight, things like that. This will give you a general idea of um, of what you have for this Pokemon. If you go to the menu button here, which I just tap and click on appraise, this is the new feature here, and you will be presented by the virtual team leader of your team. And if you go through the dialogue and press the dialogue, it will give you general information about the Pokemon that's on the screen. It says here, for example, overall, your Snorlax has certainly caught my attention. Okay, and it says here, I see that its base attribute is HP. In this case, the HP for this Snorlax is uh, 214. Okay, 214. And then holy stop. And then it stats this exceeds my calculations. It's incredible. And then it says your Northwest is below average in size. So the size is 378. Uh, so basically saying this ends my analysis very well. So it's basically this is saying that this is a good Pokemon for battle, even though the even though the weight is average 370. I have another one who happens to be 608, but the CP is very low, and it gives me different appraisal. This one is basically said that is a it's a good Pokemon for battles. Okay, so that's basically the new feature. But there's a new change that they made in there, and I'm really pissed about this. And I was ranting and raving before about this new change that they make, and I noticed it without realizing that, because I thought that maybe it was a new bug that came out, or my game was messed up at some point, because it suddenly showed up. I was doing training a lot, and all of a sudden I noticed that after training, after my Pokemon was defeated, the HP became zero. So I had to use basically uh, revive a revive item to revive my Pokemon, and then I had to use a potion to restore the HP. That wasn't the case. So all of a sudden, I, I start get defeated Pokemons with fainted Pokemons, and I thought that maybe my game got messed up. I thought that maybe I needed to reinstall my game, because I did that before to fix an issue with my Magmar, where my Magmar was causing me a lot of problems with battles. I wouldn't be able to see my Pokemon's pictures, and I even turned um, try to open a ticket with Niantic. They never returned my acknowledge that I sent a request to fix this problem with Matmar. They never sent me a ticket number or an email acknowledging that there was an issue. And all of a sudden, I decided to reinstall the game. And after I reinstalled it, that issue was fixed. I guess there were some corrupted files in the game on the phone, something like that. So that got fixed, and I thought that maybe I was going to do the same thing for this new problem that I thought it was. Turns out that this wasn't, but turns out that my game wasn't mixed up. That I didn't need to reinstall. This was something that was changed by Niantic with a new build, 35 build. Um, and I'm really pissed because as I'm looking at what it says, um, I'm not pissed at the change. I'm pissed at the fact that they calling it a bug. If I show you here, and if I show you here in the Google Play for the Pokemon Go download, uh, it says here what's new. Okay, so it says it doesn't say what that there's a new build. What but I'm gonna put something in there. Um, if you look at these details, it says implemented a Pokemon appraisal, which we went over there. But the second item it says fix a bug that kept defeated Pokemon at 1 HP. These Pokemon will not return as fainted Pokemon. Uh, uh, we're working on rebalancing the training battle. Stay tuned. But the fact that they call this, it says fix a bug, so that means that they're calling this change that they made, they're calling it a bug. And and if you've been around for since the day it was released and you've been battling at friendly gyms, and you probably read it in the help center that this wasn't a bug. This was the way the game worked was that when you're in a friendly gym and you train your Pokemon, if you get defeated, your Pokemon returns back with HP of 1. That means that the Pokemon is not fainted. You didn't have to use a revive item, uh, and and um, and all you had to do is just use your potions to restore the HP. Why did they make the change? I don't really care. Probably to address another issue with people that are somehow trying to hack into the game. I don't care. I don't think anybody cares if they change it. And they can do whatever they can. They change it. They can change any features as they wish. But what I'm having problems with is that the fact that they call it a bug because this wasn't a bug. It's sort of they're lying to the community and saying we found a defect on the game and we're heroes, we fixed it. Oh yeah. So but this is not the case. you know you know that the game was supposed to work the way it worked before. When you got defeated in a friendly gym, you will end up with HP on 1. All you have to do is just restore your HP with potions. um I think they have I, I think they had to apologize to the loyal community who go out of their ways to play this game. This is a addicting game, but they need to address things the way they're supposed to address. What they should have said is, we have decided to change this feature. We're no longer returning Pokemons with 1 HP because of this or whatever the reason is. They can't call it a bug because it wasn't a bug. It wasn't a defect. It was meant to work that way. And they even have it here um, in their help center here. If you go to the help center and you go under This is the Pokemon website help center. If you go under um, train your Pokemon at friendly gym, uh, the last paragraph here, you notice that they changed it to accommodate this new change. Training your Pokemon at friendly gym is similar to battling the Pokemon at rival teams. Pokemon that faint during friendly battles need to be revived just as when they faint during battles with Pokemon in rival gyms. And folks, this isn't true. This is something that they changed to accommodate what they call a bug. Okay, and I'm sure there's a lot of articles out there, articles from the time that from the first 2 weeks that they released the game. Other people have released, how the game is supposed to work in terms of fighting or putting your Pokemons in friendly gyms, and how that fainted worked. Uh, it didn't say this, so they changed this and they call it a bug. They claim to be the heroes because they found now all of a sudden they found a defect in the game and that they fix it. It's not a fix, it's a change in features. Okay, I'm pissed about this, and I believe that these Niantic owes an apology to the Pokemon Go community, the people who played it and made this game alive. uh, is basically insulting the intelligence of the players. Calling this a bug. I don't think so. I don't think so, folks. But hey, we'll see what they say over the next few days. I'm sure there's a lot of you know ranting and raving. They're already rant and rave about the footprints being removed, the sightings being changed. I mean, the nearby feature being changed to sightings, although it works very good. And they had the reasons to change that because, as you know, they other companies were using um, scraping data from their servers to create new tools to track down Pokemons in a better way. So they changed it so that they can disable that scraping feature. Uh, so why did they change this new painted you know feature? I think we deserve an explanation. Okay, nothing else to report besides this. Uh, Let me know what you think about this. Is this enough for you to quit playing this game altogether? In my case, I don't think so. I love this game. I think it has made an impact on the way I do things. Every day I go out, I walk around, or I go do things or drive around. Always got have my game going. I would say I play. I don't play 24/7, but I play for the most part of the day, and I think I'm really really addicted to this game. Uh, I've never been addicted so much to this since the archive games. Um, but I think this is a really really addictive game. Nonetheless, I think any changes that future changes that they make, Niantic need to address them appropriately, and not insult the community with these so-called bugs that they find when they're not bugs. This simply a change in features, and they need to they state it, the way it is instead of trying to, I guess, trying to show that they're heroes finding these bugs. Oh, I don't think so. Okay, folks. You have any questions? Just post them in here. Give me also your opinions about what you think about these new changes. Do you care about this appraisal? Do you care? Are you better off looking at the numbers? Do you have an idea when you put your Pokemons in battles? Do you really know what you're doing? Do you or do you think that it doesn't make a difference? I believe that every Pokemon that you catch, or you evolve or have unique features. Um, everything. One more thing I wanted to add, that if you're not aware, is that with this new feature change, that when there are three ways where you can get defeated. One is when you train in friendly battles, when you fight against your friendly Pokemon. One is when you get defeated and uh, rival gyms. Rival gyms, when you get defeated by opposite or rival Pokemons. And another way that you can get defeated, or you get your Pokemon return defeated, is when you leave a Pokemon in a gym, and someone another team takes over a gym, and that means that your Pokemon was placed in battle. You're not there battling, but the system will battle your Pokemon for you, and you get defeated, and you get your Pokemon returned with zero XP. Um, so that's pretty much it. I hope you have this information very useful, or find my videos useful as well. If you're new to the game, and you have more questions about how do you go around your game, specific questions, you can post them in there, and I'll do my best to answer all your questions. Okay. Until the next time, you have fun uh, catching Pokemon. I hope you catch a lot. Drive around, or walk around residential area. Most of the rare Pokemons will show up in areas where you wouldn't think they would show. Not necessarily near Pokestops, or not even when you lure a Pokestops. Uh, very, very random areas in the residential areas. Um, so try that, and good luck. And I hope you catch a lot. You have catch good Pokemons, and help fill up that decks. Okay. Until the next time, you have a great day, and have fun. Take care. Bye.